Hi everyone, my name is Caren Yap, an AAPI youth organizer, college student, and the former student body president of the most diverse university in the nation, located in the heart of the beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. Being civically engaged and spreading inclusivity for others to do the same is the core of who I am. My dad was 44 years old when he casted his first vote in the United States after raising his two daughters here for over a decade. I'm very proud of him, but this story couldn't be further from unique. In fact, we're considered lucky to be able to participate in the political process of the country we live in, but we shouldn't be considered lucky for possessing our basic rights. From my younger sister, who recently voted in her first election, to my own university transforming our library into a polling location, I've seen firsthand the difference we make when we all choose to get involved in our civic community. When diverse coalitions are engaged, we completely transform our electorate. I'm in this work because when my community gave me everything despite every inequity I've faced, I rose up and made sure my younger sibling, my classmates, my loved ones, my community, and the friends I haven't met yet get everything and more, including the right to access political processes. I'm proud to be in a state that provides mail-in ballots to all eligible voters, same-day voter registration and early voting periods. But the reality is there's legislation being introduced across the country that makes it harder for us as young people, as people of color, and as immigrants to vote and be included in our democracy. The last few years, it has become evident that it is up to us as youth to protect those rights. I know it's a heavy truth to carry, but there's no other generation I have more faith in. I was elated to hear that President Biden underscored the need for democracy reforms like protecting our right to vote and addressing expanding insulin cost caps for the 200,000 young people in our country with type 1 diabetes. However, I'm disappointed that President Biden glossed over his declaration for a pathway to citizenship for DACA recipients and undocumented folks, so those that consider the United States home can exercise their fundamental rights. Hundreds and thousands of dreamers, undocumented persons, and immigrants deserve more than a sentence fragment. But I also know that these are just the first steps. Decreasing student debt, access to two-year community college, these are initiatives that the president supported, but ultimately, these are changes we may never see unless we see a government who looks like the new American majority. My work with New American Leaders engages more young immigrants and people of color in voting, organizing, and running for office. And it's why I'm now working at the legislature to support elected officials committed to creating change for all. It's also why I'm excited to be here tonight. Actions like this are an important part of the democratic process and make sure our democracy is of, for, and by all people, not just those with money, power, or privilege. No matter what issue you care the most about, whether that's climate change, immigration, or any other topic, it all counts on civic engagement and the power of a vote. It is how I, as a young Filipino Chinese woman born in Saudi Arabia, saw Nevada swear in our first Filipino legislator yesterday, along with one of the country's few female majority state legislatures. To enact legislation that represents us, the body behind it must look like us, feel compassion like us, be us. I hope that everyone watching takes a moment to reflect on President Biden's remarks and join me in holding all of our leaders accountable. Progress can only continue when the state of our union addresses the needs of all who call this country home. And to every young person, continue to show up to places you're not supposed to be in. Thank you.